Hey guys, today I'm going to film a plan with me in my Filofax, which uses so much crafting inserts, and this is my work planner. The kit I'm going to be using is a Miscellany Boulevard weekly kit, and it is the bed and breakfast kit. You can see here there's only a 2-page kit, so it's a little bit more affordable, but it's you know, it doesn't have like the full, the normal full set of full boxes. So I'll show you how I'm gonna kind of make this kit work for my work planner. And I'm gonna go ahead and pop out my inserts to get started. Okay, so I have this kit. So here's kind of what's in the kit. You get the to-do headers, odds and ends, you get heart checklists. You only get 3 of the ombre heart checklists, some habit trackers, some boxes, and then just some full boxes and some kind of write-on full boxes. So I'm gonna kind of do something maybe a little bit different to try and make this kit work for me. If you've seen my plan with me before on So Much Crafting, the way my So Much Crafting inserts, this is just the second half of last week. I do normally like to have the open boxes like this in this section and then full boxes here. But since there are only 3 of each of them, I'm gonna be a little creative in how I use these. Okay, so first I'm gonna start just with the to-do headers. So that seems like a good place to start here. Okay, so there are the checklists. Obviously, well, not obviously, but she includes 7 of all the headers in the kit, so I do have some left over, which is fine because I'll use them in what I consider the sidebar. Also, I say this every So Much Crafting plan with me, but I'll mention it now before I forget. Because this is my work planner, I do not use the days on the weekends, and instead I cover up those with like washi or something, and then I make those kind of like my sidebar, like my dashboard for the week. Next I am going to, what am I gonna do? So this is a slightly weird week for me. Next I'm gonna go in with these headers, the blank ones. I'm just gonna use those to cover this header portion. So this is gonna be like a slightly bizarre week anyway, because I am actually traveling for work this week. And I have not decided whether I'm gonna have space to bring my entire Filofax. I wish, this is like, normally I have a teal Filofax, and normally for like everyday work events, that is totally fine and it doesn't bother me at all. But since I'm going where I'm going, I have to be pretty professional. I wish it was black, because if it was black, I could just kind of bring it like it was my notebook, and then I could just have my inserts with me as well. But because it's like because it's a teal and I'm gonna be in front of executives, and I just don't want, I don't know, I worry that the teal doesn't look as professional as just like bringing like a black, like, you know what, like those pad folios that just hold like a, like lined paper. So I'm probably gonna bring one of those. And then what I think I'm gonna do is pop out these inserts and then just bring these with me, and use them kind of throughout the week. Cause I still need, cause even though I'm gonna be in meetings a lot during the day, I'm still gonna be like being able to get some work stuff done at night and in the mornings. So I want like something that keeps all my to-dos together and everything. So anyway, so I think I'm just gonna pop these out and actually just bring them like as little pieces of paper stuck in my pad folio. But so next, so I guess kind of what I'm torn about is whether I should just leave all of the meeting section blank and then use these kind of down here. So I guess, okay. So I guess what I'm torn about is whether I should use some of these up here and then some of the full boxes down here and kind of have like a mismatched look, or whether it would be better to just use even these kind of as if they're full boxes and just use them all down there. That is what my current struggle is. I'm leaning towards doing them all down here and then leaving the today section kind of blank, and I'll just write in stuff there. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So actually, so not this yet. I'm gonna do my odds and ends header, and then put this down here. One thing I will say I'm noticing about these miscellaneous, I always want to call this shop Miscellaneous Boulevard, but it's Miscellany Boulevard. The one thing I will say I'm noticing about the Miscellany Boulevard stickers is that they aren't the type where the box is bigger than the cut lines, like a lot bigger than the cut lines. So I'm having an issue where there's a little bit of white outside some of the lines. Like it's really hard to see on camera, I imagine, but it's minor. It's not like a deal breaker that means I wouldn't order from a shop or anything, but for me, it's like if I'm gonna, you know, I want it to, it's something that differentiates like a good shop from a great shop. I think having it such that the cut lines, like so that you don't get any white edge on the sheet is really ideal to me. So just thought I'd note that. So I used 5 of the boxes down there, and I have 1 left, which I'll kind of probably cut up and use it as washi to cover those dates in the sidebar. So next, before I forget, because who doesn't love Fridays, I'm gonna use one of these cute little banners and put it on Friday. I'll put it in the today section. And then, okay, so what I'm trying to decide how to do is how I want to mark my meetings for the week. I have these little boxes here, but that's only 6 meetings, which for me is like enough for like 1 day, maybe 2. And then I'll also be, like I said, in Boston, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I kind of want to mark that down as well. So I think I'm going to use these like special half boxes to mark down the Boston meeting that I'll be in Boston. And then here, since I'm flying back on Wednesday night, I'm going to use one of these appointment boxes, and I'll get out an airplane icon and put it in there. And then I think for the bottom, I'm not going to use this. Like I could cut this up and kind of use it as bottom washi, but I think what I'm going to do with these strips instead, I've never done this before, but I know a lot of people with inserts do it. I think they'd be like the perfect length to kind of go along the middle here. Yeah, I think that'll work. And then I'm going to like punch holes in them. So I went ahead and put those down. I'll come in with the hole punch later. Next, I'm going to use these. There's 5 of these half boxes, not the appointment ones, but the regular half boxes. I'm gonna put them along the bottom to fill in that space, and I'm gonna use those every day for like writing my like leftover items, if that makes any sense. Like stuff I priorities for the next day, basically. Some weeks I do this way, when I don't include like space to write priorities for the next day, I end up just like writing a post-it note to myself, basically. Like I like to like leave the office every day knowing, okay, these are my priority items for tomorrow, if that makes any sense. It just kind of helps me like settle my mind. Put this here, and then, but because I'm not like gonna have like my normal desk situation when I'm traveling, I think it'll be good to have them in my planner instead. Okay, so all I really have left is what I call my sidebar, and what I have left for that is some headers, some of these ombre heart checklists, and I have this like one full box, and these habit trackers, which are super cute, and I do want to try to use, and the habit trackers, if you've seen my plan with my So Much Crafting plan with me's before, you might remember that sometimes I like to track like habits that are work related in here. Like I try to do an email batch in the morning, I try to do an email batch at the end of the day, and I try to remember to do like some squats in the middle of the day just to keep my body moving. And because I didn't do that, I'm not going to do that in this spread because I didn't have anything like that from this kit, and I'm trying to use as much of this kit as possible. I think I will use the habit trackers to do that. So, okay, so first I'm going to do a list of like priority items, and that'll be very pink, so I think I'll do yellow. First, actually, this is, I lied. First, I'm going to take this box, and I'm going to try to cut this into kind of 3 pieces that I can use to cover the dates. And then I like to save a little piece for the bottom because I like to kind of bookmark it with the same print at the bottom. Just, I feel like it ends up looking more cohesive when I do it like that. So I'll put this down. And I can put the to-do header, and I like to put it a little bit over the edge to kind of cover the crookedness of the inevitable crookedness of my cut lines. Okay, put that down for now. Then I'm going to put this ombre heart checklist. There's that. And then what I kind of want to do is use this. I guess the habit trackers are big enough to cover that. Yeah, so then I can put this one here. Just to break it up a bit. I'm going to call these odds and ends. I don't know why, like her full boxes either are slightly bigger than the Erin Condren width, or her headers are slightly thinner, but like, I don't know if you can tell, but they're not quite the same width, which is quite honestly kind of driving me crazy, but oh well. So odds and ends here. These little habits. And then I would like to put something for next week. I don't really have a good header for next week, so I guess I'm gonna use, I'll probably just write in, I guess I'll just write it in. Put this down. And then right below that, I'm gonna put so there's the sidebar. I don't like that I can kind of see the date, that I tried to cover it up with that. I feel like I can kind of see it, which is kind of bothering me, but I'll get over it. So what do I have left? Is there anything else I want to use? This is removable, but I don't want to put that in my spread. I have these little dots. Maybe I will use these just to mark a couple of meetings. totally forgot that I want to put in my water bottles, and I have these are Planner Kate water bottles as usual, and I'm going to use this lightest green. I thought that could work. This is her March colored set. And then I'm also going to go through with these Planner Kate double dots, and I'm going to put ones on Monday and Tuesday. Normally I don't mark social events in my work planner unless it's something I have to leave work early for, but since this is going to be what I take with me to Boston, I wanted to put in the fact that I have dinners on that night, and I'll put in, once I know the details of where we're going, I can put those in. There's that. And this kit doesn't really come with like any icons or anything, so I'm gonna get my Scribble Prints icons out. And I will use, I'm gonna use the wine one for the Tuesday. And then I'm gonna use, did I already use? No, I'm gonna use this one for Monday. And then I'm also, while I'm in here, gonna get a plain one out and put that, and then I'll write in the information. Neat. Okay, yeah, I'm really happy with how this turned out. What I'm gonna do next is fill in what I know, and then I'm going to come back and I'll show you the finished product. So I filled in what I knew of this spread. I don't like to fill in my to-dos until like the day before so I can set my priorities, and I also don't like to fill in my meetings on the second half of the week until I'm closer because they can always change. I did have a bit of an incident where what I thought was an A5 hole punch, it's labeled A5, but it like was, I don't know, things went awry with the hole punch. I need to find a single hole punch before I can put these into my Filofax, but that's fine because I'm gonna carry them kind of separate for the week when I'm traveling anyway. I did want to show you guys what I had left on the Miscellany Boulevard kit. Really not much, just a couple of appointment boxes, 2 of these little banners. Actually, maybe I'll just use those for decoration now that I'm looking at it. I'm like, why save those? You know? And I'll use this one at the bottom just to kind of add a flair, I guess. Anyway, so now I don't even have that left, and then I have just a couple of headers, 1 ombre heart checklist and 2 little checklists. So not much left. Overall, I liked this kit. I really like the print. I like the designs a lot. I'm not sure I'd race to buy something in this format again. I think it worked okay because I'm traveling this week and I had some weird like meeting stuff to mark down. But I'm not sure that it would be like a fantastic format for me otherwise. It's just maybe, it's like, I don't know, maybe, but I actually really like how this spread came together. So maybe it's good for like slightly odd weeks or just like a different type of spread. So it was really fun to try and plan with just within this kit. So I liked trying that out. And yeah, let me know what you thought of this spread. Give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more So Much Crafting insert plan with me's, and subscribe if you want to see more plan with me's in general. So thanks for watching, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.